Our last two kind of go and coincide a little bit, and that is most disappointing fighter of the year. Now, our nominees are Peter Yan. Peter Yan, a star, pound for pound guy, seemed like a guy that was going to be a dominant bantamweight champion. Had a rough year, 2023, a couple of tough losses. For me, Stipe Miocic didn't fight again. Another wasted year of his career by Stipe. Conor McGregor, we talked about it. Your girl, Juliana Pena, a lot of no fighting and a whole lot of talking. Paulo Costa, another kind of disappointing with his not fighting, his injuries, his same old. But when we're talking about truly the most disappointing fighter of 2023, Conor McGregor. What am I doing? It should be boos, not cheers. Boos, Conor McGregor. Boo this man. Yeah, I mean, come on. For Conor McGregor, like the excitement, the influence he has on this sport, the money he brings in the sport on every level, even in the media side, to have this fight, this fool not wanting to touch the USADA testing pool, and every month the fight a date was announced, we all knew, oh, that's another 6 months. That's another 6 months, because you have to be in the pool for 6 months before you can fight. So, like, we get to the summer, and it's like, is this even going to happen this year? Like, but he's going on social, he's hyping everything up. He wants to fight this person, he's going to fight this person, and then in the end, 2024 comes, one of the longest running stories with 2024 that was headline fodder and story fodder the entire year, unlike at many stories. And nothing happened. He let all his fans down. He let even the people that hate him, that still wanted to see him fight. Like me, I would still want to see him fight. And that's why he's the most disappointing fighter of the year in 2023. But moving on to the big award, the top award, the best picture of the year version of MMA awards, and that is Fighter of the Year. It's a deep category. It's a very talent-rich category. Not as star-studded as years past when we would have the George St. Pierre's and Anderson Silva duking it out about who's going to be best fighter. So this year, we've got Sean Strickland with his shocking upset of the year win over Israel Adesanya. We've got Tom Aspinall. Anthony laid out a brilliant case earlier why he's not only just breakout fighter of the year, but he could be fighter of the year. We got Leon Edwards, 2 big wins against Kamaru Usman, of course, recently against Colby Covington. Alex Pereira, fastest dude ever to win 2 titles in a division. Alexa Grasso had, like Aaron Blanchfield, very under the radar, stopped the dominant reign of Valentina Shevchenko flyweight. And of course, Alexander Pantoja really showed the world, like, look, I'm one of the best fighters in the world. Like, start putting me in the conversation for best flyweight in the world because I just beat the second best again. So, who is the 2023 Scrap Report Fighter of the Year? Leon Edwards! Congratulations, Leon! I mean, for me, it was an easy choice. I mean, there is a case to be made for Sean Strickland. His win over Israel Adesanya, because it was dominant, was that shocking. But we saw Israel lose. That was the 3rd time. So it wasn't quite as shocking as, say, Valentina Shevchenko losing to Alexa Grasso so definitively. She blew it and got choked out. Pantoja did some great things, but not quite. Aspinall did some good things, but not quite fight of the year for me. I mean, also Pereira, great thing he did, but he still lost earlier. You can't be fight of the year if you lost in the same year. So Leon Edwards, you have a retort. You can wait your turn. But
I've got retorts on retorts, but please continue.
Okay, cool. But Leon Edwards put himself in my position. Pushed himself into the debate as one of the greatest welterweights of all time. Not like he's not top 1, top 2, maybe not top 3, but by beating Kamaru Usman, clearly, definitively, out wrestling him in the rematch, pushed away all the doubters. Big win. Quite all the doubters. Comes back, second fight of the year, second defense against the guy a lot of people think is the second best welterweight of the last 5 years, who almost beat Kamaru Usman twice. Easily beat him again. 2 dominant wins over 2 future Hall of Famers of welterweight, putting himself in a new category as one of the great welterweights of all time. And the dude's what? He hasn't lost like in 13 fights, like just to add on to that. My UFC Fighter Year, Leon Edwards. Do you agree, Anthony, or are you going a different direction?
I don't want to disagree, but I'm going Sean Strickland. But Leon Edwards makes a lot of sense. You can make strong cases for everyone that you mentioned. And I love Leon Edwards. I think he's a great fighter. I've been a supporter of his for quite some time, and think he certainly belongs in this conversation. I got to go with Sean Strickland simply because he rebounded so quickly off of a loss in December 2022 when he lost to Jared Cannonier. Less than was like I think exactly 2 weeks later, he comes back, gets a win, and then all of a sudden he's back in the title picture. He rebounded so quick, and not only did he get himself back in the title picture just by circumstance, he ends up in a title fight, an historic underdog, and dominates the fight. He didn't just get like one of those upset wins like like Leon had in the Usman fight was like a Hail Mary strike and he puts him down and wins the belt. Like no, he dominated him over the course of 25 minutes. And we're talking about perhaps the greatest striker that's ever fought in mixed martial arts. And he steamrolled him, made it look easy. It's very hard to take that out of my memory. And then on top of that, he did it in Izzy's backyard. He did it in the same arena that Adesanya won the belt against Robert Whittaker. Like it's so difficult to just dismiss that. And that's why I got to go with Sean Strickland. But Tom Aspinall, I mean, I already talked about what a fantastic 2023 he had. Leon Edwards, you laid a fine case for him. Alex Pereira, yeah, he did lose earlier in the year, but he also got inducted in the Glory Kickboxing Hall of Fame, right before he made UFC history. That means a lot. Yeah, Grosso had her crazy upset, and Pantoja put on a pair of great fights. But yeah, it's Sean Strickland, man. Historic underdog, and he pulls it off like that. It's not supposed to happen.